Okay, in this video, I'm going to teach you how to create or how to do models in GeoGebra. So you'll need to go to the GeoGebra website, or you can download the app if you prefer, but you can just go directly to it at geogebra.org/home, and I'm going to click on the graphing calculator. So this is the graphing calculator that comes up. And we don't really need this part for right now, so we're going to get rid of this. So right now you'll notice that when it comes up with an input screen, and it comes up with a grid, a graph. What we want is a spreadsheet so that we can enter data so we can actually do some modeling. So if I come over here to the menu and click on these three lines, it gives me the menu. You drop down and there's this section called View. So if I click on View, you'll notice that one of the options is a spreadsheet. So I'm going to click on Spreadsheet, and you'll notice it opens up this new window with some spreadsheet data. So if I'm going to model data, I have to first enter the data. So I'm going to look at the data that was in the notes from section 1.4 about the steps. So it had two parts to it. Your input was time. I'm going to write this in here, although you do not need to label your data, but I'm going to label it just so you know what these are dealing with. So that's my time in seconds, and this is the number of steps that were taken at a certain point in time. Okay, so now I'm going to enter the times that were in my table of data. So I measured my steps at 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30, 40, and 50. And then the number of steps I had taken, or the output for each one of these, was 17, 33 steps, 49, 65, and 82 steps. So now I have my data in here. Now how do I find a model? Well, to find the model, you're going to highlight your data. So just drag your mouse over the data so that's highlighted. Then you come over here to this bar that shows like a histogram. And when you click on that, you're going to drop down to two variable regression analysis. So I click on two variable regression analysis. And you'll notice what comes up is a scatter plot. So this allows me to look at my data and to look at the trend in the data. So when I look at the trend in this data, it definitely looks linear, which is what I expect. So I'm going to do a linear model. So over here, down here in this corner of the window, I'm going to choose regression model. And so I do the drop-down menu. Whoops, I'm not sure why that happened. Oh, because I clicked on that box. Let's go back over where it was. Okay, here we go. So I click on this little drop-down arrow, and I can choose whatever model I like. There's linear, log models, logarithmic models, polynomial, power, exponential, growth, sign, and logistic. We will not use growth and sign in this class, and probably not the power, possibly a power model, but the main ones that we're working with are all here. So let's go ahead and look at the linear model and look at what that linear model says. So when I click on linear, it gives me a linear model. You can see the equation right down here. And one of the nice things you'll also notice is, suppose I want to know, well, how many steps would I have taken after 60 seconds? I can type 60 into that window. When I press enter, it puts it into the equation. It says after 60 seconds I would have taken about 97.8 steps according to this model. So it's as easy as that. That's how you get a model in GeoGebra. And you can change to a different model if you want to see what a different model would look like. Say I want to try a polynomial model. You can do that as well. And you'll notice the model just changes so that you can see what the model looks like down here. And you can also, for polynomials, you can choose whatever degree polynomial that you like. I hope you found that helpful. See you next time.